Many people see spirituality as separate from daily life. This is an illusion. Spirituality is not confined to rituals or sacred spaces. It is about how we live each moment. We can experience the divine in the ordinary. When we wash dishes, we can be fully present. When we walk in nature, we can feel connected to something larger. Every moment is an opportunity for awakening. True spiritual growth happens when we bridge the gap between inner and outer worlds. We stop separating the sacred from the secular. We bring mindfulness to all we do. This is how we integrate spirituality into our lives. We find the sacred in the everyday. We live with awareness. We become fully alive. The present moment is all we have. The past is gone. The future is yet to come. Only in the now can we find peace and joy. Mindfulness is the key to unlocking the power of now. When we are mindful, we pay attention to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. We become observers of our own experience. This practice helps us to become more aware of our habitual patterns. We see how often our minds wander to the past or worry about the future. With practice, we can gently guide our attention back to the present. In the stillness of the present moment, we find liberation. We are no longer prisoners of our thoughts and emotions. We are free to choose how we respond to life. Our past experiences shape who we are. They influence our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Often, we react to present situations based on unresolved issues from the past. When we have a strong emotional reaction, it is a sign to look deeper. What past wound is being triggered? What limiting belief is being reinforced? By understanding our triggers, we can begin to heal. This is not about dwelling on the past. It is about bringing awareness to the ways in which the past still lives within us. When we can observe these patterns with compassion, we can start to release them. True freedom comes from breaking free from the chains of the past. When we are no longer ruled by past conditioning, we can respond to life with wisdom and clarity. We all carry emotional baggage. These are the unresolved emotions and traumas from our past. They can weigh us down and prevent us from living fully. It is essential to acknowledge and process these stored emotions. This might involve therapy, journaling, or other forms of self-exploration. The goal is to bring these emotions to the surface and release them. This process can be painful, but it is also incredibly liberating. As we release old wounds, we create space for healing and growth. We become lighter, freer, and more open to experiencing joy. Healing the past is not about blaming others or ourselves. It is about taking responsibility for our own well-being and choosing to move forward with love and compassion. Section 5. Awakening to our true nature. A journey of unfolding. Spiritual awakening is a gradual process. It is not a destination, but a journey of unfolding. As we progress, we may experience shifts in our perception and understanding of ourselves and the world. We begin to question our beliefs and assumptions. We may feel a longing for something more, a deeper meaning and purpose in life. This is a natural part of the awakening process. As we cultivate awareness, we start to see through the illusion of separation. We recognize our interconnectedness with all beings. We develop greater compassion, empathy, and understanding. This journey is unique to each individual. There is no right or wrong way to awaken. The important thing is to be patient with ourselves, trust the process, and embrace the journey. Section 6. Cultivating awareness. The role of consistent practice. Spiritual practice is essential for cultivating awareness. It is through regular practice that we train our minds to become more present, focused, and less reactive. Meditation is a powerful practice for calming the mind and connecting with our inner stillness. Other practices, such as yoga, spending time in nature, or engaging in creative pursuits can also be deeply nourishing. The key is to find practices that resonate with us and to make them a regular part of our lives. Consistency is more important than duration. Even a few minutes of mindful breathing each day can make a difference. Through consistent practice, we develop greater self-awareness, emotional regulation, and compassion. We become more present, grounded, and resilient in the face of life's challenges. Section 7. Finding harmony, balancing spiritual and worldly engagement. Living a spiritually fulfilling life does not require us to renounce the world or our responsibilities. It's really about finding a harmonious balance between our inner and outer worlds. We can bring our spiritual values into our work, relationships, and everyday interactions. We can act with integrity, kindness, and compassion in all areas of our lives. It is important to set healthy boundaries and prioritize self-care. We need time and space to nurture our spiritual growth. This might involve spending time in nature, meditating, or simply taking some time for quiet reflection. When we prioritize both our spiritual and worldly needs, we create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. We find joy in both our inner and outer experiences. Section 8. The Art of Letting Go. Surrender and Acceptance. Surrender is often misunderstood. It is not about giving up or becoming passive. It is about letting go of our need to control and trusting in the unfolding of life. Acceptance is a key aspect of surrender. It means accepting the present moment as it is, without judgment or resistance. This does not mean that we condone injustice or suffering. It simply means that we acknowledge what is, so that we can respond with wisdom and compassion. When we surrender to what is, we open ourselves to a deeper level of peace and serenity. We let go of the struggle and allow life to flow through us. This does not mean that life will always be easy, but it does mean that we will be able to navigate challenges with greater grace and equanimity. Section 9. Embracing imperfection. Finding peace in the journey. We live in a culture that often values perfectionism. We are bombarded with images of ideal lives and unrealistic expectations. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-criticism. It is important to remember that we are all imperfect beings on a journey of growth and evolution. There is no need to strive for perfection. Instead, we can embrace our imperfections with kindness and compassion. Each moment is an opportunity to begin again. We can let go of past mistakes and choose to move forward with love and acceptance. When we embrace our imperfections, we open ourselves to true peace and freedom. The journey of spiritual growth is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming whole. It is about integrating all parts of ourselves, the light and the shadow, the good and the bad. Section 10. Living a life of purpose. Integrating spirituality for a fulfilling life. When we integrate spirituality into our lives, we infuse our actions with meaning and purpose. We live with greater awareness, compassion, and authenticity. We find joy in the simple things and appreciate the preciousness of life. We are no longer driven by external validation, but by a deep sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Our relationships become more meaningful and fulfilling. We are able to connect with others on a deeper level and experience greater empathy and understanding. We develop a stronger sense of purpose and direction in life. We are guided by our values and a desire to make a positive contribution to the world. Living a spiritual life is not about escaping from the world. It is about embracing life fully and showing up with love, compassion, and authenticity in all that we do.